All right, what's going on, people? What's popping? So there's an issue here. This filing was filed today. We're going to call this document number 151, which is listed up top. In this document, you have it listed from Robert Sylvester Kelly in Chicago, Illinois, the MCC, to Harry D. Weber, Judge, United States District Court, Room 1941, Chambers 1946, 327 South Church Street, Rockford, Illinois. So that's the first mistake. It's going to a judge in Rockford, Illinois. That's incorrect. Anyways, it says, United States of America versus Robert Sylvester Kelly, case number, docket number. And it says, to the Honorable District Judge Harry D. Weber. I'm writing you this letter to inform you that I am being denied effective assistance of counsel at the pretrial stage in the above referenced criminal case. I have instructed my attorney by the name of Stephen A. Greenberg to file a pretrial motion under federal R crime. Mr. Greenberg refuses to electronically file on my behalf a legal document titled Defendant's Expedition Motion to Dismiss Criminal Cause of Action, consisting of 6 pages, as prepared by me with the help of family and friends. A copy of the unfiled Rule 12b-2 motion is enclosed for your review. Although there are multiple attorneys representing me in this court, none of them has carried out their duties owed to me by filing the necessary Rule 12b-2 motion for the adjudication of the court. Since my attorneys has breached their duties owed to me, they are subject to a lawsuit for legal malpractice. Thank you, Judge, for discussing this matter with my attorneys. Respectfully submitted, Robert Sylvester Kelly. So that letter was submitted, right? So it makes it appear that R. Kelly is having issues with his attorneys. However, this letter isn't even signed by him. That right there is a red flag. The fact that the judge is listed in Rockford, Illinois is another red flag. So anyways, here is the second filing, document number 152, United States of America versus Robert Sylvester Kelly. This right here is sheesh. Alright, so it says Defendant's Expedited Motion to Dismiss Criminal Cause of Action. Comes now the defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly, Mr. Kelly, by and through his undersigned counsel, respectfully moves this honorable court pursuant to Rule 12b-2 of the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure to expeditiously dismiss the criminal cause of action against Mr. Kelly for lack of jurisdiction due to the absence of a grand jury indictment for the reasons stated in front. Facts. On June 11, 2019, the United States, through his attorneys, filed with this court a document purported to be an indictment of a grand jury against Mr. Kelly, alleging that Mr. Kelly committed federal offenses of sexual exploitation of children in violation of Title 18, sex trafficking of children by force, fraud, or coercion in violation of Title 18, Section 1591, conspiracy to commit offense, Alright, so I'm just going to move on. So it says, however, allegations made by the U.S. through its attorney was not made before a body of 16 to 23 member grand jury, nor did 12 grand jurors concurred the return of true bill indictments against Mr. Kelly, nor did a selected foreperson of a grand jury return an indictment against Mr. Kelly in open court to magistrate judge to be filed by the clerk. Mr. Kelly moves this court for it to expeditiously dismiss this criminal cause of action based on the stated facts. Mr. Kelly asks this court to expeditiously consider his Rule 12b-2 motion without undue delay, without any prejudice to the United States, because he is the one being illegally detained in federal custody without being afforded due process of law. The argument. First, in order for an indictment against Mr. Kelly to be a valid one, the United States must comply with the congressional law at Title 18 U.S.C. Section 3321. That states every grand jury impaneled before any district court shall consist of not less than 16 nor more than 23 persons. If less than... Okay, so anyways, I'm going to move forward down to this. It's 7 pages, right? I want to just get to the end so you guys can hear the ending of this, right? Woohoo! This stuff is getting really tricky, y'all. This is really, really tricky stuff. So, at the very bottom page here, it says, because a grand jury of 16 to 23 members was not convened to hear evidence to pass upon indictments in this case, and because 12 grand jurors did not agree to indict, the court is without jurisdiction authority to conduct a trial proceeding against Mr. Kelly. Such indictment can only be found by a specific specified number of the grand jury. If not found by that number, the court cannot proceed at all. See also example, Parte Wilson. Alright. So then it says, if the crime which he accused was an infamous crime, no court of the United States had jurisdiction to try to punish him except upon presentment or indictment by a grand jury. Wherefore, for the reasons stated supra, the defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly respectfully asks this honorable court to grant Rule 12b2 motion and to expeditiously dismiss this criminal cause of action for lack of jurisdiction and to immediately release Mr. Kelly from illegal detention. Fiat Justita. Alright, so there it says respectfully submitted Stephen A. Greenberg, one of defendant's attorneys. However, you do not see a signature, but regardless, look at this. Take a look at this, people. Take a look at this. Alright, so here's the envelope information that was that letter on that motion, okay, strike, had came from. Over here on the far right, where you see the amount, it says $4.75. It's sideways. I'll try to turn it for you guys. But it says on that label, clearly, if you make it big enough, you can see where it came from, Maryland. I think it says Savine, Maryland, MD. Zip code 21144. So that's where it's coming from. It's coming from Maryland. This is crazy. Someone filed something for R. Kelly in the attorney's names, but it's coming from Maryland. Check this out. Check this out, y'all. Alright. Here's document 153. So all 3 of these documents were filed today. There was also a document that was filed yesterday, and that was in regards to the gentleman. His last name was Farmer. He was the one who actually attacked R. Kelly in the prison. Well, you know, they actually essentially had moved him from the prison to a whole different prison in Michigan, you know, just so they could say that R. Kelly is safe. Like, I don't know. They're doing whatever they can to keep this man down. They really are. They really, truly are doing whatever they can to keep him locked up. So anyways, in this document here, number 153, it says United States of America versus Robert Kelly. Defendant Robert Kelly's motion to strike. Now comes defendant Robert S. Kelly by and through his undersigned counsel, requesting that the court strike from the requesting that the court strike from the docket both the letter number 151 and motion number 152. In support, he states as follows. Today, 2 documents were filed purporting to be filed by Mr. Kelly. Docket entry numbers 151 and 152. Number 151 was a letter in which Mr. Kelly allegedly claimed that his attorneys refused the motion to dismiss. That is docket number 152. None of these documents were prepared by Mr. Kelly. They were not filed with his approval, nor were they filed with the approval of his attorneys. They have plainly, legally incorrect, frivolous, and full of errors. Number 3, the filing and letter should both be stricken. Respectfully submitted, Stephen A. Greenberg, wanted defendant's attorneys. So, and then here's this letter here. So what I'd said earlier doesn't take place. I said they weren't signed. This isn't signed either. So I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. It appears as if somebody had filed 2 dockets, a motion and a docket, and they act as if they were R. Kelly or his attorney. And his attorneys are saying it wasn't. Neither of them filed neither of those documents. Anyways, guys, let me know what you feel in the comments about what we just seen here. Definitely leave it in the comments. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel. Thanks for watching. Until next video.